Hello, collective. Welcome back to my channel. This is a general reading, so only take what resonate. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hugs and kisses to all of you, my subscribers. Love you much. You know I do. But we're gonna jump right into this message, and hopefully it resonates with someone or is helpful, or you get in it for the vibe, your choice. All right. But collective, you got somebody out here. There is someone that is possibly wanting to come towards you. This is not for everybody, but somebody is being threatened with a pastime. The devil, in the upright. So somebody may be releasing themselves of that. Somebody that don't give a damn, something like that. Because I got two tarot decks out here. All right. One of them I'm using to clarify one. The other one I'm using to clarify another card that came out. So I'm gonna give you the cards that came out. The first one that came out is give me this person, they'll give anything to hear your voice again. This is something they hold close to their chest. They ain't told nobody, had mentioned this to nobody. They don't even talk about this out loud. This is, and this is somebody you possibly know has told you that they like your voice, they like hearing from you, they like, what hearing from you or just hearing your voice every day does for them. This is who that is. Whoever that is that comes to mind when I said that. Next card, long for your touch and affection. Somebody longs for your touch, your affection, like somebody likes, how affectionate you are. All right. Especially with them, like you could, just be a nurturing spirit, you know what I'm saying? Man or woman. But they like, how you love on them, how you dote on them, you know what I'm saying? Or how you did. But for the first card to be in reverse, it came out in reverse. This is somebody you may not know that this person, still thinks about, if you would call them, if what it's like to hear from you, you could get that urge to want to call them. This is them. This is that person, whoever that is, come to mind when you get that urge or whatever, even if you know you're not going to call them. All right. Winter came out, so winter could be of significance as well. Something could be happening around the winter time, or something did happen around the winter time, but I feel like something is going to happen around the winter time. Next card, somebody could have a nose or a bottom lip piercing. Could be of significance, whoever this reading resonates with, or this person or you. Somebody could have a nose or bottom lip piercing. Anxiety and stressed out is the next card. Somebody is in their head. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that this next card I'm about to show you is, around whatever it's, it pertaining to, as far as what it's pertaining to. You and this person's thoughts of you and what they, actions is towards you and what's going on with you and them, even if it's no contact, I'm hearing. Um, I'm gonna tell you what that is, but it's got them, stressed out, anxiety. All right. And this could have been something that eight of wands in reverse could have made this person move at a slow pace, could have had them procrastinating, waiting on something to pass, waiting on, trying to waiting on something to blow over or something like that, waiting on somebody to cool down or get out of, yeah, like waiting on something to pass. Like could be some delays, somebody, may have some things that's going on that's slowing them down. The next card, threatening to post a same-sex video if he comes towards you. Okay, somebody threatening to post a video of this person with the same sex, whether it's a threesome, whether it's, just them, top or bottom. All right, they threatening to post this, but if this person comes towards you, this is somebody that could possibly be in a south node, being immature. The backside of this card, jackass. All right, straight like that. But yeah, some of you got new love coming in, and this is something that is supposed to be something, kept to yourself. All right, I'm here. When it comes to this person and how they feel about you, with this them, they give anything to hear your voice again. This person is releasing some things, including whatever this karmic is threatening them with, or whoever this same sex partner is that they dealing with is threatening to release something if they come towards you. Because for some of you or somebody in particular, this whoever they had a same sex involvement with, that person is threatening to put their video out if they come towards you. So it's like somebody choosing a female over a masculine, another male, all right, or whatever they identify as, okay? But they don't like the fact that this person is making a choice. But with the devil in reverse at the bottom of this deck, with the 7 of Wands right behind it, the 8 of Wands right behind it, somebody is 9 of Wands in the Knight of Cups in reverse with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, somebody is releasing whatever, this toxicity is, or whatever they felt like, an unhealthy lifestyle or whatever it is they had going on, choices they have made, outdated views, um, addictions, if they had a sex addiction, if they had, reasons for being this way, whether it was for clout, whether it was for recognition, whether they was trying to get what they could get out this, being this way in this energy, whatever the case may be, this is somebody regaining control of their life. Like it's somebody taking their power back. Like you're not gonna hold me, you're not gonna hold this shit over my head to keep me bound and stuck in a situation or stuck in a certain lifestyle or stuck in a I'm finna go. I don't give a fuck if you do. Somebody's saying I don't give a fuck if you do to him. You know what I'm saying? But with this devil in reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, somebody could have fire in their chart as well. But I feel like somebody, is gaining, that control back over their life. Somebody's not letting, some type of detach, they detaching from things that they know is holding them back. You know what I'm saying? Even like I said, if it's an outdated lifestyle way of thinking, the way they've been in some, unhealthy things like addictions, like materialistic stuff. You know what I'm saying? Gambling, even for some of y'all. But it's like, them, the anticipation, you know what I'm saying, of what could come if they do this and when they do this. And I feel like somebody is building up that courage, that confidence, to get out of, their own head and not let somebody, hold them back over something that they feel like, is keeping them, manipulating them into staying in a situation or not making a choice. Because this person is not doing it. Like this is somebody that's like, hell no, they getting, that courage, like I said, with the 9 of Wands. Somebody's getting that courage to stand up, you know what I'm saying, and what they believe in, where they want to go. Because with this Knight of Cups in reverse, this is giving somebody, wanting to, they probably stayed involved with the same sex person, or in this connection, or, had other options, and this was one of them, just to avoid conflict. You know what I'm saying? Because they know this person is threatening to, put some stuff out online on social media about them, but this is somebody that, is going through some type of, heartbreak, or they know that, they caused a heartbreak by, the choices they done made, and especially when it comes to you. But this is, them knowing that they didn't cooperate with you, they, were didn't give you this commitment. You know what I'm saying? When when you was open for it, you know what I'm saying. But the 3 of Cups in reverse is bottom of the deck too. Three is a crowd. And this person knows that, that was the betrayal. That was, that deception, that betrayal. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it ain't for everybody. It may be for somebody in particular. So take it how it resonate. But when I split the deck, for this threatening to put this video out, the 5 of Wands showed up, 4 of Cups in reverse showed up. All right. So somebody knows that, whatever conflict and arguments is going on, this is, rivals, them clashing back and forth, getting into some heated, arguments, and possibly, some competition at the same time, because somebody is, kind of, manipulating the direction somebody goes in by way of holding something over their head. You know what I'm saying? With this 4 of Cups in reverse, this person is, basically getting the clarity, they being made aware, but they also choosing happiness. Like somebody knows I'm not happy here and I'm going toward my happiness, and this is causing, some conflict. Somebody they walking away from don't like the fact that this person is not happy where they are, and they don't care if the person not happy where they are, but they stressed out, they dealing with anxiety because of what this person holding over their head. And they could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, don't have to be. They could be an Aries, Leo, Sage. All right. But at the same time, this is, just the fact that somebody don't want to be held, in a spot that they don't feel like, they happy in, they don't belong in. This was just for a short time, I'm not gonna let you control how long I stay here when it was my choice to do this. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it and go ahead and clarify. But I feel like, at the end of the day, this person don't give a damn if they put that same sex video out. They don't. Because this person choosing their happiness. And somebody just gonna have to accept, that whatever direction this person decide to go in, they not coming. So the video ain't, if that's all they got is that damn video, then shit, that person like shit, I'll take my chances with that. I'm gonna go straight like that. I ain't gonna even lie. But that person, they know that they gotta, get out of their own head, about what this person want them to do or what this person planning on doing, because this person want them to stay in their head and stay there and sit there and think about that. Like, no, they ain't going nowhere. They worried about me doing that. I ain't worried about that. Until that person ain't giving a damn about that. Like, shit, do it. I don't care. Do it. Show me this person longing for my collective touch, their affection. Give anything to hear their voice. Clarify. Show me who this person is. Yeah, you got the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, they could have been in a South Node being immature. And this is like they, an unhealthy way, one of them bad habits, outdated, ways that they have, stuck in their ways, but got a lot of, things that they need to get out of the way of doing and stop, implementing them kind of actions, to cope with whatever they deal with or as an answer to however they cope with whatever's going on. If going in, you know what I'm saying, like taking risks like this, with their heart, let alone their health and shit like that, they time, their money, their energy, this person gonna forever run into people like this threatening them. But you got the Hierophant in reverse. So, this is, somebody that they could see you as a free thinker, but this is somebody that may have didn't use too much guidance. Like this is somebody that didn't have, they may be more, you may be a lot more spiritual than this person. They may be more religious, but I feel like somebody knows, that you're a free thinker. You know what I'm saying? You think for yourself, but you also, you could be a rebel at heart. You know what I'm saying? You don't, or this is somebody that could be mirroring you, is what I'm getting. Like somebody don't care. You got the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse. So, like I said, somebody very well is in a South Node or was in a South Node and immature as fuck. This is somebody, that don't listen, to much guidance. They kind of think for themselves and have different beliefs. Like you and this person may have, different beliefs. Even if it is, religious stuff, this person, may have certain religious beliefs. You may not, you maybe don't follow tradition. You know what I'm saying? You got your own way of doing things. But this person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, somebody, had some unrealistic goals that they had in mind. The goals they had in mind was very unrealistic. However, they thought they was going to achieve them goals by the actions or choices they made, didn't get them nowhere. Clarify Hierophant in reverse. What's the Hierophant in reverse? Long for your touch and affection. Give anything to hear your voice. What's the Hierophant in reverse? Two of Cups wanted to come out, but I don't know if it was in reverse or upright, so we're going to put it back in there. All right? Clarify the hierarchy in reverse. What's the hierarchy in reverse? Why is it in reverse? Yeah, you got the chariot in reverse with the ten of swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, somebody don't. I feel like somebody was listening to other people, or they had, some type of, issues, when it came to them, and you and they are, or something like that. Like somebody may have had people in their ear. They may have been trying to save face, on a lot of things when it came to their self discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like um being able to. Why is it? Whoever this is, they never communicated this to you, like they emotions or something. And I feel like somebody, had like a lack of direction. Like, I feel like somebody normally has people express things to them. They normally don't, they're not very expressive, whoever this is. Could be an air sign, don't have to be, but they, could have air in their chart and be a water sign. But I feel like somebody definitely is like somebody that, I ain't gonna say they're easily persuaded or something like that, or, because it's giving somebody like that don't have any, really no self control. Like somebody, kind of I would say lose themselves when they're around you or something like that, or is. Hell no. Yeah, right behind this ten of swords in reverse is the two of cups. Somebody listen. I could be talking to a healer because the what I'm getting is like somebody um whoever this is, they not very expressive, bro, for real. And it's funny to me because this person, is like wanting your forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody don't want to be held at the stake, for something possibly that went on in their past or something that is not going still. Because whatever somebody holding up somebody's head is not affecting how they feel about you. And it's like what this person is feeling. It's like for them to make this move, they not letting what somebody else is threatening to do affect the fact that I might be over here doing this with you, but I that don't mean that what I feel for this person ain't real. It's just fucked up that you want to use that, hold this over my head that I'm involved with you or I've been getting down with you you want to hold it over my head to try to taint, my reputation or my image, with this person, but it ain't gonna change how I feel about them. You know what I'm saying? I may not have been able to, help myself or, I ain't gonna say help myself. I may have been reckless, with how, I went about things, behind that my person back. You know what I'm saying? What I did in the dark, it came to the light. Whoever I'm talking to, you're a light worker. You know what I'm saying? It came to you, whatever the deception was, whether it was what a masculine or feminine. Deception is deception. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like somebody knows that because, or they expressing that they just not having expressed it to you, and this may be something from their past or something that somebody from their past knows about them, and they may go back and forth with a third party or something like that, or this is something recently that they did, but it's something that another person whoever this is that come to mind for you, like I said, it ain't for everybody. Because whatever this is going on got something to do with, you may not even know this person is into the same sex. You know what I'm saying? And that's why somebody holding it over their head to keep them where they at, because they don't want this person to choose you over them, and they've been dealing with this person since whenever. You know what I'm saying? Since you and this person ain't been together and or been in no contact, right? But you got the Ten of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Two of Cups. Okay, which is in the upright, but it's at the same time, this is somebody wanting forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Somebody does not want something to end. They want to be forgiven. Because I feel like this person felt like, there was not something. It wasn't a whole lot about you that this person disliked. It was the fact that this person handle what was going on with the miscommunication, or them not knowing what you really meant to them until you were gone, or the fact that somebody's threats really made this person look within at why somebody was threatening them in the first place, and this because this person wanted to come towards you. It's given like this person knew this person was into a feminine already when they got involved with them, but they were hoping by that person having this reckless behavior or this immature nature about them to go in the direction they went in, to pass time, to call themselves making you feel bad, or possibly saying that this is them moving on or whatever, and you'll be back or something like that, or whatever. That person was enjoying your person, whoever this is, being in that mindset, being in that energy, being immature, being in their south node. All right. But this is somebody, like I said, they also are rising above their problems. You know what I'm saying? So whatever the issues were between you and this person, they rising above whatever that is. Like this is, them, taking back their power, like I said. Because this person knows, whatever responsibility, they left you with, whatever struggle you had with trying to hold on, like get them an opportunity, 10 of Wands. Um, this person knows now, they releasing, whatever somebody else, is trying to hold them to. Like somebody releasing, they fear responsibility, like what it's gonna take to get you back, or what it's gonna take, to make things right with you, what it's gonna take to earn your trust. It's like this person releasing it. They're not letting that be something, being in a connection with you or giving you some type of commitment. Um, yeah. Like somebody not letting they let procrastination and stuff, like I said in the past, hinder them from coming towards you like they should have, because somebody was threatening them. What's the Hierophant in reverse with the Chariot in reverse? But they could be an earth sign and have air in their chart. I mean, water in their chart. You got the Wheel of Fortune with the World. Yeah, somebody listen. It's a new cycle beginning. All right, this is something for somebody else to see with their own eyes. Like I feel like something you're gonna witness something with this person is possibly like a change. I feel like that you didn't probably think this person would ever make, especially when it comes to something coming full circle, because somebody is making a decision. They like, if they was indecisive in the past, they ain't now. It could be a Pisces, don't have to be, like I said, it could be any water sign. But at the same time, this is things turning, in their favor, turning in your favor. You know what I'm saying? You got the World at the bottom of the deck. Because I feel like somebody now, wants, to try to travel towards you with the World. Like you could live at a distance from this person, or maybe distance, makes the heart grow fonder. I hear it. But yeah, this person don't even have any affection for whoever this is. Like they ain't trying to make themselves, available to this person, whoever this is threatening them. Because I feel like I said, this person, what right behind the World is the Temperance in reverse. Like somebody is reckless, you know what I'm saying, very imbalanced. But at the same time, this is somebody overly indulgent. You know what I'm saying? Somebody does something excessively, do something too damn much. And now you done somebody done ran into somebody now they want to hold a dark cloud over their head, and taint their image, but you want to be with this person. I don't get that. Like how you gonna taint the person's image and you've been enjoying being with them? You know what I'm saying? Like what makes you, they don't make you, a happy person to be with them. It just looks, you know what I'm saying? It just looks like you being manipulative. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to do that to have somebody, man or woman. Just saying. What's the world? What's the wheel of fortune? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, clarify the wheel of fortune. What's the wheel of fortune? What's the wheel of fortune? What's the wheel of fortune? No. Clarify the wheel of fortune with this person that's longing for the collective touch. Yeah. It could be very attractive. You got the Queen of Wands out here. Very confident. And I feel like somebody with the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck in reverse is giving somebody, now, I ain't gonna say now, but this is somebody that feel like they shattered your dreams. Like this is somebody that feels like, they messed things up, like overindulging. Like somebody did something. You know how some folks say, old people used to say, you do anything too much, anything you do too much of is bad for you. That right there. Like somebody overly indulges in things. You know what I'm saying? They go too far, they do something, to the point where it's just failure. You know what I'm saying? You do anything too much, it's not good. You overeat, you overthink it. It's too much. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it can have you in your head too long and you miss an opportunity. Not saying overthinking is, for every, you know what I'm saying? Just look at it in a bad way, but do look at it as something that you have to know that, it can be one of those things that is hard to not do, and it can cost you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be accountable for the fact that you are aware that you overthink and how you let it affect you. Okay? So, but somebody's not indecisive about a Queen of Wands no more. They not. And somebody sees that you at the top of the wheel. They can see that the wheels have turned for you. You may have been at the bottom of the wheel at one point. You may not have been doing so well financially. You may not, you may have lived at a distance. You may have traveled a lot. You may have moved around a lot, whatever the case may be. May have moved around for work. Some of you could travel for work or whatever, but it's given, the fact that you right where you're supposed to be. And this person may have had, it may have been a distance issue or they feel like you're distant with them. You know what I'm saying? But this is, a new cycle. And somebody feel like, they destiny. Like somebody feel like something between you is destiny and they feel like they messed something up. Like, like they failed you. Yeah. Right behind this Nine of Cups in reverse, it's the Four of Wands. This person feel like, they messed up, what they know they wanted with you. All because they didn't want to look within, all because they chose, you know, uh some way of, letting somebody paralyze them with fear. Hermit in reverse. Like somebody, they let them do this. Like they allow somebody to keep them away from their happiness this long to the point that time just wasn't on their side because they let somebody, manipulate them. Now this person know what it feels like, to manipulate another person, and the result of that, being the fact that you finding out that you ain't even happy with this person. And the person that you happy with, you having to take the biggest risk, or to this person that's out in them thinking, they're gonna take a big risk in walking away. And this person like, shit, I'm willing to do it now. So, hermit up in the upright, Is somebody, knowing the meaning of sacrifice and temperance and upright. It's like knowing the meaning of sacrifice, especially for your higher self. You know what I'm saying? So let's clarify this threatening, see who this is threatening this person. Show me this person threatening to expose this masculine, feminine. Clarify threatening to post the same sex video if he comes towards you. Show me who this is. Who is this person threat with these threats? The sun in reverse. Or the star in reverse. And you got the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So somebody feels, hopeless. Like this could be just the fact that somebody, just um has a lack of faith in themselves. Like somebody knows they don't really have, anything really holding this person there, like financially, looks, materialistic stuff. Like somebody knows they don't really have nothing else holding this person there. They don't. And it ain't nothing that they got that this person, can't walk away from. So this is the only thing they could use. With this Queen of Wands, like, and somebody feels as though, if this person, man or woman, feels like, this threat ain't gonna mean shit because this person feel like, well, shit, the collective look better than you any fucking way. She got more going on. Like she wouldn't even stoop to this damn level. This person ain't even heard from you. They longing to hear your damn voice now. So at this point, shit, this whoever this person is, they could be a water sign, a air sign. Somebody could be a air sign, low vibrational air sign. Clarify the star in reverse. Yeah, Nine of Cups in reverse. See, this is what I'm talking about. They ain't even happy with this person. They not happy with this person. So at the same time, this is somebody that will do what they can to get what they want. Like some people, what they say, some folks, some folks would do what they can. Others do what they want. Others do what they can. Okay. And somebody's not, like I said, they're not happy with this person. They not, they don't see them as wish fulfillment. They, and whoever this person is, they not somebody that's very, nurturing. This is not somebody that, somebody see themselves, confiding in and stuff like this, especially with them, using their involvement with this person and what they do behind closed doors, as a reason to keep this person around. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have to keep doing that until that person get used to you doing that, call you bluff, or just don't give a fuck. Now you got to find something else to keep that person around with, and you can't. You're not the star. You're not the Queen of Wands. You're not. It's not enough. Okay, somebody's not enough. What they doing is not enough. And I feel like they just wanting to see how far they can go. You got the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck to the damn lovers. Okay, somebody don't, yeah, they don't have what they need, and it's like a power struggle. It's like somebody wanting to try to show another person, and maybe this person was like that with you. Maybe they were trying to show you that they didn't. Didn't that, what I'm saying, that this split or whatever happened between you and them ain't bothering them or something like that, or but I feel like somebody was being stingy, like what I'm saying, lack of generosity, like somebody was holding back, like they wasn't really giving to this person. And so I feel like somebody used this too to keep somebody around, to keep getting. If this masculine was spending on this person or giving them money or something like that, if this was a pay to play, like somebody was extorting this person, like they were using that as a way to keep that person, around, to keep giving to them because they looked at them as like the jackpot. Like, yeah, man, I could just, yeah, but somebody like, oh hell no. You ain't even, you're not even that. And I feel like this person now, is looking at them like, well, they willing to do anything they can to keep this person stagnant. You know what I'm saying? So three of wands in reverse, somebody, may have lost they way, or they may have felt like they were restricted. Like, something was keeping them. And I feel like that was the most high. I feel like it was the universe. It was your spirit team was keeping this person in this connection and making them, sit in this moment, for a while so that, they wouldn't return to it. Because I feel like somebody would have, done this before or would have done this again if the time apart from this person had not weighed on them the way it's doing. Yeah, because this person dealt with a lot of delays, like a lot of things made this person feel, like caused delays. Like if them, coming towards you was a car issue or money, they had to save up or bills came up or something like that, or um maybe they had, some things that, needed to be done before they could, make a move. And it may have taken more time for them to get to when they, free to move around and all that. So their finances could have been tied up. They could have had issues, car trouble. They could have had to relocate, things like that. They could have had some things that, just was eating at their pocket. You know what I'm saying? And their energy. Because the thing somebody was putting energy into was really causing them to tap out. That's why they were stressed out and dealing with anxiety. How I'm gonna get this done, and things they want to do is gonna take some time. I ain't gonna be able to just come toward the collective right away. So give me some more on this person with these threats. Give me some more on this person with these threats. If you come towards the collective, got the Queen of Pentacles, and you got the King of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So somebody is pressed, like they, like I said, they are King of Cups in reverse. Somebody manipulative. Like I said before, I even put in this hero, this person is manipulative. Like they very controlling, very cold hearted. Hey, this is somebody that, like I said, they'll do what they can to do whatever it takes to, keep you, to keep you giving to them. You know what I'm saying? But this is somebody that, sees you as somebody, they know you somebody very generous. They know you, you somebody very caring, very nurturing. Can't make it up. I'm telling you, this is why this person long for your touch, your affection. They don't want it from this person. And this person don't like that because what they paying this person for, what they being around this person for was like a pastime. This is just like I would say a praise break, but I don't even want to, play on with the most high like that. So yeah, you got the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and you got the Five of Cups in reverse. And this person now, is moving on. They finding peace. Like, I'm not gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? This is, somebody is seeing, the positive things, especially if this person seeing you walk, had they accept you walking away. This person doesn't see, the fact that positive things have happened since you walked away. And you hadn't entertained, anything with them as far as a back and forth, or, trying to be a tit for tat and, blowing them up, or, trying to reach out to them or something like that, or bringing something back up, or just, being salty about the fact that you and this person ain't talking. That person ain't heard nothing from you. You hadn't even got at them. You hadn't argued with them. You hadn't posted about nothing. That's more than what this person doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what's sticking out to them is, look how you and this person deal with each other and why you came this way versus you and the collective. You could have gave that energy and worked something out with the collective, but you went this way. So let's let's see how you resolve this right here. Because this is something you chose to do, but you need to see yourself in this moment as you getting out of this moment. Because if you don't, you're gonna return to doing this again, making these kind of decisions again, and then be sitting over here looking for somebody else to be missing you, and they ain't. You know what I'm saying? So this person threatening the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. That's what they doing. Got the Queen of Wands out here. Yeah, they threatening the divine feminine. Ain't gonna even work well. That ain't gonna go well at all. Are they gonna go through with this threat? At the 10 of cups, it came out. And the 8 of wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So they, they may not go, go with this threat, but I feel like if they do, somebody's still gonna get they wish fulfillment. Somebody's still gonna get their happy ending. Somebody is still gonna gain that emotional stability. They still gonna get that. So at the end of the day, there's somebody gonna just be disappointed, but it may be some slow movement, or it was some slow movement. Like I said, 8 of wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Told you, this person, they was procrastinating. They could have had some delays. They had a lot of delays, but I feel like somebody is dealing with the chaos behind something that is meant to slow them down from coming towards you. Knight of Swords. And I feel like somebody, possibly was going after some type of lifestyle or something like that, you know, uh, that got them nowhere. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Like somebody was aggressive, like going toward, or they, bringing up chaos and stuff like that, kicking up dust and shit. But this is, somebody that's being impatient about something. You know what I'm saying? Very impatient, very assertive, very direct. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like somebody, want to come in, or they going to come in with some swift communication or whatever, some fast communication, over the fact that somebody is dealing with some type of debt or something like that, because this person, is wanting to out them. Yeah, somebody breaking tradition. But it's also giving somebody, just not having, they ducks in a row. But this is the fact that somebody really needed to see something for who they were and what was going on, like see something for what it is. Because this is somebody, being, unprepared for something that they, probably didn't even know this person would even stoop this low. Especially, with them saying, damn, um, this person don't even care that I'm gonna threaten them with this. This person don't care. They really don't. Do this person care if they put this video out, this same sex video with this threat? Do they care if this person put this video out? Nope. Because somebody, man or woman, they're empress in reverse. Somebody don't care. They don't care if this person put this video out. They don't. Because it's gonna bring a tower at the bottom of the deck. Because somebody, is stuck in the damn past. Like somebody wants somebody stuck in the past, stuck, in something that they, you know, was doing and, was entertaining and stuff like that at a time. And, just the fact that they return to some type of way of being or some type of lifestyle, some type of behavior and shit. And folks like that, they miss that company. And when you start to make changes, they realize, I lose the person because they doing something different now. So now the players in the game starting to get to be very few. Okay. That's the only thing some folks don't realize they got in common with another person is the vices. Once you get rid of the vices, you and that person ain't got shit in common. Ain't nothing you and that person, can do around each other now that y'all entertained by, because all the stuff y'all used to do, y'all did some of the same stuff. Now you don't want to drink no more. Now you don't want to gamble no more. Now you don't want to have orgies no more. Now you don't want to have threesome no more. You know what I'm saying? Now you don't want to be reckless with your energy no more. After you stop doing all that, now them expecting you to come back around and do what? Indulge in that shit again. That's the only thing you realize then. That's the only thing y'all got in common, was that you was into that stuff. You was doing that stuff with them. Now that you ain't doing that stuff with them, you don't have the time to go around them because you already know what they into, and you don't want to do that no more. So now you got to find other means of entertaining yourself, keeping yourself busy, so that you can continue to evolve, and you know what I'm saying, get to your make decisions from your higher self, and that's gonna put you every time in an empress in reverse when you fall back into bad habits and shit like that. Going back to the past, revisiting the past when you feel like it's too hard to move forward and do better things, because it's making you lose friends, making you have to worry about them talking about your past and shit, causing towers and stuff like, so fuck. I mean, what the fuck? Anyway, but this is, the fact that somebody knows it's gonna be some destruction, it's gonna be some upheaval, it's gonna be some trauma. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it ain't nothing. As long as it don't take you out, you'll get through it. It's gonna, as long as it don't take you out, you'll get through it. But this person, they probably gonna go through with this threat, but it ain't gonna. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody that lacks growth. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody that is not going anywhere in their own life, and they ain't gonna let nobody else go and go toward no damn tender cups and have, they achievements. You know what I'm saying? They success. You know what I'm saying? Fulfillment, security. They don't want that. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna cause a tower, yes, but I feel like I said, this is somebody's karma for not listening, to how the collective, what I'm saying, a divine feminine was telling them, about their boundaries. And because you had boundaries, it kept you from going through this with this person. It kept this person from going through this with you. Okay? So shit, right behind this Queen of Swords is the damn Emperor. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Because this person want to come out of the cold. Why? Because this person done learned their damn lesson. This is somebody, wanting to recover from some type of loss. Whether it's you, whether it's things in their life and things like that. Because I feel like this person now, is having to forgive themselves and you. But it's mostly about you. I'm telling you, this person learned a lot from being apart from you. But it took that. Some things, some lessons ain't learned, together. All right, but I'm gonna end it here, collective. Hopefully, the message overall helps, resonates with you. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe on your way out. Comment if you please. Comment if you please, if you feel to. If not, you know what to do. All right, keep it pushing. But anyway, if you have not subscribed, I would love to have you. Until next time, collective. I love you. Bye.